All right, guys, we get asked all the time about how to get stronger at arm wrestling, how to do authentic workouts, what are the tips and tricks that the top pros are doing. And we're here in Istanbul right now, and I'm gonna tell you, I've got some inside info. It's supposed to be kind of a secret. I'm gonna walk you guys through some of these top-end strength-gaining movements. All right, so first thing, we go over here to the park. Now, you guys see how this moves, right? Now, it's loose, and most of what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna get a deep grip on this, and it's more for speed, right? And you see how many spins you can get. You count the revolutions, right? And so the more revolutions, the harder the hit, right? Now, moving over here, you'll see that this thing turns, but it has a, oh, what's this thing? I forget the name of it in Turkish. But so you're gonna wanna grab onto this, you tuck your elbow, that's the important part of this. Now there's a lot of resistance, I'd say about 300 pounds of resistance on this thing right now, and it's quick shoulder movements for the press, like that, right? So what this is gonna do, it's gonna really train you segueing into that press and getting behind your arm to finish the motion, right? Now, here we have, this is for defensive and offensive side pressure, right? So for defensive, you're losing, right? On the outside of your shoulder, and you bring it back. That's for bringing that back from the losing position. Now it's a lot of torque on the inside of the arm. It's really gonna hit that supinator muscle, and it's gonna hit a lot of your outside shoulder, your rear delts and things like that, right? Now, when you're trying to get a reversing top roll, right, a defensive top roll, you start here and you pull backwards and you roll out. You understand? So it's gonna hit a lot of your forearm extensors and things like that to really get around the outside of the arm. Now, if you keep moving over here, you got your standard dip station. You guys have seen this in a lot, but dip. Hey guys, this is
whoa, move along.
Workout. Keep moving, you guys. Don't film this. All right, these guys can't see this. All right, so we got dip station here. It's really heavy duty. Now, that's what you're supposed to do. So it's more for the spinning feature of the bottom part here. It gets revolutions as well. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna work the twisting of your body and your spinal compression, so that way you can rock it into your hits a little bit harder. Now I'm a little bit out of practice right now.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need a demonstration on that, Derek. A lot of visual learners.
It's just really wobbly. It's set for more of the lightweight and middleweight settings right now. The government comes out here and resets it every so often. So it's not, because there's not a lot of super heavyweights. So you understand, like that's the real reason. Yeah. Now moving on. So this is more for, you start above the table and then we're kings moving, right? You see it? So we're here, and then we segue down for the kings move. You understand that? So up, we're tight, and we're underneath the table. You get what I'm saying? So this is more of a core workout, getting into more of the breakdown of the king's move and relying on internal rotation and your pronation through your frame and really getting out there with your knuckles up, right? That's what's going on here. Now this one is, so we do a lot of, lat rows of this one. Now we're gonna start palm up on the bottom of this thing and row it, right, like this. So this is more of a strap workout, right? Imagine we're strapped up and I'm rowing you across the table. Now I'll pronate a little bit in the wrist just to really get an authentic movement, but it's a lot of rowing and pronation at the end of the movement. This is gonna be a big strap help when you're pulling in the straps. Now, as you can probably tell by seeing our last implement here, you can see it's kind of self-explanatory on what this one does, right? So this is heavy, and there's about 1,000 pounds of resistance here. And what you do is you get it going, right? You get it going, and then you stop it on a dime, right? So this is really going to work some impact, like some impact motions, and it's really about bracing and getting your shoulder behind it. Hey, I know, I'm sorry, I'm giving it out. I didn't mean to, they told me earlier not to give out the tips. They saw me giving it out, but that's a few of the inside scoops. You're welcome.